Hi, Cheryl from Garden in the Borough here. And today I'm going to share with you a project that we are working on out in the pool area that we've wanted to do for a few years, and we're finally getting around to getting it done. So I had bought these squat containers. They are about 13 inches high and about 24 inches wide to flank the stairs going into our pool a couple of years ago. And I've been putting plants in them, but the intent was always to have them serve as sort of fire bowls on the side of the pool. So we went out and got all the stuff that we need to make them. And I'm going to show you what we bought, and I'm going to show you how we're going to put it together. So right now in this container is like sand and gravel. So this is just straight sand. There's a little bit of soil mixed in there just because our gravel pile gets compost added to it sometimes. But you can see it's just like rocks and sand. And it's filled about 3/4 of the way full with that mixture. And the reason we did that is for weight. So this thing is now really heavy and it's not going to blow into the pool. The other things we bought were some cheap river rock from Lowe's, and I'll insert pictures here and if I can, links in the description if I can find the stuff. It all came from Lowe's. So we have this river rock, and then we also have these beach pebbles that we also got at Lowe's. So just really only need one bag of each. And then the last thing that we had to buy was a Tiki torch. So that's right here. So you can buy the Tiki torch inserts that are small, but this one's a large flame one. And again, I'll include a picture in it. And so it has a bigger flame because this container is not that wide. Our pool area is not that big, and so we can't use huge containers. So originally we were going to do 3 smaller ones, but then we decided to go with this one big flame one. So the only problem with this one big flame version is that it's on a pole and it doesn't screw off. So we have to get a pipe cutter and cut it down to measure. So we already did our measurements, and now we're going to cut it. So we want it to stand. You want the fire to stand proud of the container. You don't want it so it's nestled down in the rocks. You want it to stand a little bit up from the rocks. So we already did our measurement and figure about 10 inches on the pole will be fine. And then we'll put it in. And so now we're going to take a little pause so we can use the pipe cutter and cut the Tiki torch off so we can add it to the middle of the container. Okay, so Bill has the pipe cutter, which is kind of like a little clamp, and you just put it on, and then you just are going to circle it around, and there's a blade in there that's actually cutting the pole. So now I'm going to stop because I got to grab the other end of it. Once it breaks free, it's going to fall. So I just wanted you to see what the pipe cutter looks like and how we're going to cut that pole. Okay, so we got the Tiki torch cut, and we put it in the center-ish of the container. And now we're going to use the river rock first and fill it in around. So what we found when we were making, this is actually the second one, we've already made the first one, is that you want to make sure that the rocks came right up to the edge of the container. In other words, you didn't want to see any of the sides of the containers. You wanted to see just the rock. So you're going to use a lot of this river rock. And I'll show you how high. Bill, can you see how high that is up on the side of the container? That it almost looks like there's no room for the big rocks. All right. And then once the container is full, pretty much to the lip with these rocks, that's when we're going to use the bigger rocks on the top. And they're really nice looking, these big. So when I did the other one, I probably will come back after because I just want to show you how this got done. I came back and sort of zhuzhed these rocks when I was done. I put them all in, but then when I came back, I went around and made sure that you couldn't see any of the river rock that was underneath. You could only see these beach pebbles on the top and that there were some big ones near the edge. Okay, so all the rocks have been placed, and so now you can see they're a little bit above the lip of the container, and we found that's what looked best. And then Bill came in and put the oil in the torch. So now we're going to light it. And I'll step up out of the way. All right, now we have them both lit, and the whole pool area we just started putting together. The pool just got opened. It's April. It is 30 something degrees today, but now we have this little project done and we can carry on getting the rest of this ready for summer.